Once we've added a showcase, the next part that we want to tackle will be in posts. So you'll see when we go to posts, we've got list of the locations, and these are kind of like the names of the kitchens. So obviously we're not putting in people's names. We've got the categories down here, and so completed kitchens is the category for basically for all the kitchens if you want them to show up in the portfolio. Featured kitchens is what should be showing up in the slideshow on the home page in this thing here. And then the tags, there's different ways you can use those, but essentially they're like topics or keywords, and for the purposes of this website I think either or the location, so the suburb name, which gives us this effect here, or it could be the type of the kitchen even. So, and you can have multiple tags, so it could be like Cameron Park, Newcastle, traditional style, or could be Newcastle Wallsend, heritage style, or whatever the modern could be the keyword or something like that, and those could be helpful in terms of the search engine placement later as well. So first we'll just have a look and we'll see what it's like to edit one of the kitchen pages. So if we go into this one here, the Junction one, you can see we've got it ticked for completed kitchens. The text here is what we see next to that kitchen description. So if I go back into our work and we'll go to Junction. Right, so there's our information here that relates to this, and probably what you want to do is copy that and paste that into the new kitchen when you add it, and that will just make sure you keep the similar items in each one. You don't have to, but that makes it easier. And we've got the showcase slug, which basically that gets replaced by the showcase pictures. And to insert that, there's a drop down menu here, and we can choose which one we want to insert, and that puts the code in for that showcase. Your tags are over here, and to add them you just type in a tag. So you might put in classic style and click add, and that'll put that in there. Obviously you need to tick completed kitchens if you want it to show up in there. And one other quite important bit, and I would probably suggest you use a landscape format type picture if you can for featured image. The featured image is to basically the thumbnail that shows up in various places on the site, so it's reasonably important that that's it'll just look better if everything is in a horizontal aspect, I suppose. So alright, so what we're going to do, I'm going to copy this bit of text, so Control C, and we're going to add a new kitchen, which would be like a sample kitchen. This is just a demo. So demo kitchen 1, and we can paste in the text into the box, so Control V, and because we're copy and pasting between an editing window, it should be okay. It shouldn't really drag in anything we don't want, and when you look at the code, if you go to HTML view, you can see it's all pretty much fine. There's no odd divs or whatever going on in there. So we'll tick completed kitchens. Now if it was a kitchen design, a 3D design, we could tick 3D kitchen designs, and that would mean that it would be in that role on the home page. We can put in some tags, so we can put in like demo kitchen and press add and do that, and then we can put our showcase in. So if we choose our showcase, boom, alright, so that's what's the showcase in there. And the other part we want to do is set a featured image. So click on set featured image, and select, and we'll choose our featured image. That will upload. Scroll down a bit, and there's a button, or a link rather, there for use as featured image. So if we click on that, and you might want to redo this text first, so you can put your keywords in here. So you can say like this is a kitchen in Newcastle, and maybe the alternate text could be Newcastle kitchen or something like that. And users featured image. Alright, and if we close that little window, we can see there's our featured image. And really the next step is press publish. And that's how we are going to, obviously you would change the text so it's appropriate for that kitchen. But that's how we get a kitchen onto the website. There's not really that much else to it, I suppose. You can put whatever you like in this editing area. It's not restricted to that paragraph. You could certainly add as much as you wanted. And if you don't have lots of photos, you could leave out the showcase and you could insert a single picture. So rather than using the showcase, you can go to Add Media and you can select the files off your hard drive. And then you can choose the size, like so medium's about sort of 2/3 the width of the content, and leave the alignment to none so the text will be above and below it, and click insert, and there's a picture. So the showcase is nice because it lines everything up neatly and all that sort of stuff. Now when you're happy, you could click on preview and view that kitchen page. And then when you're happy with it, you click publish. Now, I'm just going to send it to the trash because we don't really want it to be on the website. Yeah, okay, so look, that's adding a kitchen. Alright, so a couple of other small things I just thought of. This slider I've got set to use 5 items at the moment, and if we only have 4 set as featured kitchens, then it sort of gets stuck on the last one because there's no picture to display. So I'm going to suggest we stick with 5 for the moment and click update. Now if we want to change how many pictures are in that slideshow, we can go to appearance and the evolution options, home page, and featured slider, and there's the number of slides that we're going to have, and that's the category it uses. So that's you could change it to 6 or 10 or whatever. It doesn't have to be 5. That was just a kind of arbitrary number I chose. Yeah, okay. Well, look, that's the website. I think that probably covers all the important parts, and I hope that explains how things fit together and why they work the way they do. So look forward to seeing a lot more kitchens up on the site and more tags and things, and keeping Facebook up to date. That's all really good. So thank you.